Go live, 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 go live. We're live. We're live. We're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to car launch number 6. Oh, Katie's playing things for us. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate that. Oh, no, I've just remembered. I've forgotten my headphones. That's not good. I was so busy.
Am I going to have to feel while you go and get them? Bless you.
Yeah, then he fell off my chair.
This is fantastic content.
Yeah, great content. Yes, maybe so. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to hear the car launch. So, yeah, you do a lovely 2 minutes of whatever, and I shall return. So, keep talking. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Goodbye.
Okay, right. Well, what can we talk about? First of all, if you have any questions, pop them in the chat while we wait for the car launch. Car launch is going to be happening at 1 p.m. GMT. So in about 15 minutes for wherever you are around the world. But yeah, this is going to be quite an exciting car launch. I mean, Williams announced yesterday that they've signed a new deal with Duracell, which is a battery manufacturer. So I don't know if we're going to be getting any kind of Duracell colors on the car. Their kind of branding is black and gold, which to me just gives me rich energy flashbacks, but hopefully it will be a bit nicer than that. But I'm also hoping they stick to the blues that we normally see with Williams. We have seen on Twitter the race suits, which are 2 different shades of blue and a cheeky bit of red in there. So I'm not sure if that's going to be replicated on the car. I mean, blues and reds and things like that. We've seen it from Williams cars in the past, haven't we? I mean, the Martini livery that had the blue and the red and a bit of white. So that's exciting. But let's have a look through some of your questions.
I'm back.
Very easy.
I've returned with my headphones. Yeah, so what are we expecting from this car launch? Exactly, Katie?
Well, I think we're going to see a car.
Because have Williams officially released the car already?
How do you mean?
As in, have they officially released what the car's looking like? Or are people just sharing stuff that they've hacked into or something?
I think people have hacked into things because we've seen nothing official from Williams yet, which is exactly what happened last year. If you remember last year, Williams had a whole app and they were going to do this VR experience where you could put the F1 car in your living room or in your bedroom or on your driveway. And people hacked into that, which was a great shame. I'll be honest. Dear. I'm really, I'm not a fan of people leaking things. So much hard work has gone into these cars, and if you can't wait 10 minutes for a launch, it's really disappointing. Seeing as, like I said, so much effort goes into these launches and putting them all together, and it's not just a case of we'll just chuck a few images. Obviously there are so many parts of an F1 team that have to come together in order to present the launch and things, and so it's very disappointing. But
there's just always leaks, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm just going to react blind to this launch, and it will all be genuine reactions.
I'll react blind. I'll be there what does it look like?
Yeah, I can't see.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Right. But anyway, welcome along to this watch along, everybody. We are obviously waiting for the car launch in 13 minutes' time, where we will be watching along with you guys. Why Matt no verified? Thanks for bringing it up, Max.
No, that's mean.
That's fine. I'm verified on Instagram. I'm halfway, but Twitter just doesn't love me. Love the vids. Are you excited for 2022? Says Swordfire GT. Absolutely excited for 2022. Looking forward to a new season once again. 100%. Should be an amazing season. Are you looking forward to it, Katie?
I am. Yeah, I'm definitely. Now it's launched. Not really.
CBA.
I mean, I loved 2021, so there's going to be so much expectation, and I don't know if this year might be even better, or it could just be a bit of a step back. But sometimes you have to take a step back in order to take 2 steps forward. If that makes sense.
Totally.
I don't know why I'm being
very
philosophical here,
yeah.
Yeah.
That is.
It should be a good. good year.
I hope so. I really do. What else are we saying in the chat? How do you guys feel about the sprint points? Well, David, it's funny you ask that because we have got a podcast coming out today all about sprint races. So we're not going to spoil that because that wouldn't be any fun. But we do have a podcast coming out later where myself, Tommy, and Katie all dive into what we think about the new sprint race format. There you go, got it out finally. Who do you think will adapt to the new regulations best? Ferrari, Ferrari, absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's a good shout.
And
I think
I'll be like,
Mercedes,
good
you can't
shout. I mean,
underestimate
I
them.
am fully on the Ferrari hype wagon, and they're going to be like 9th in the championship. Dino, we love you, Matt. Thank you. I love you too, Dino. Sojui says Katie Guru. There you go. So someone called you a guru. Didn't call me a guru.
I'd rather somebody say they love
me?
me rather than a guru.
Nah,
but
come
okay.
on. Yeah, you can do more with being a guru than being loved. What else we got? Just the sprints. I'm assuming that's about the podcast. Most of it was about sprints. Yeah. We also speak about the Spa 2021 learnings and what they've changed for next year in terms of the how you score points and what constitutes a race. Do you think the change in regulations will actually improve the racing? Yes, Aswath, absolutely. Hopefully. Nico Hulkenberg's come out and said that doesn't think it'll be as much, but he's been in a sim and, you know, Nico's just trying to rain on our parade a little bit, which isn't great. Erx059, Katie, we like as well, in capital letters. So there you go.
Not love though, is it?
Oh, no, that's true, actually. That's awkward. Oh, no, Katie, we love you, says Coffee Cano. There you go. We love you, Katie, says Elena. Shivesh. Oh, they're all coming in. Katie Guru Matt Poo Poo, says Michael Smith. That's savage. Thank you. What else we got? Random guess. Fastest car amongst the ones launched so far. Oh, what's been launched?
The fastest one. We're not really going to know who's fastest. Or are they saying their
So
favourite?
the ones that have been launched so far. So the 5 that we've seen, which is going to be the fastest car out of those 5? So we've got Haas.
Red Bull.
Red Bull. Yeah, I was going to say, just going through my head. Like, yeah, Red Bull.
It's not going to be Haas. That's for sure.
What else we got in the chat? A lot of conversation. So welcome everybody to this watch along. If you are new, please do subscribe. We have got loads of content coming out over this year and this season, and we're so close to 1 million subscribers. Please, once I get to 1 million subscribers, I'm allowed out of this room because can only make content, and then as soon as we hit 1 million, I'm allowed to leave the room. Hi Matt, good to see you again, says Arnold. Good to see you too, Arnold. Matt the Face Gallagher. That appears to be something that's actually catching on. I'm not sure that's quite what we need. The WTF1 author, of course, so I didn't actually mention Katie, the WTF1 author here. Author of the greatest WTF1 annual to ever grace the annual world.
It's true.
Hello, Matt and Katie. How has your day been? You have one. Oh, bring it out. How's your day been, Katie? Says Fuji Draws.
It's been very productive. Like you say, we had the podcast. We've had a meeting, done some articles. And now doing this Williams launch. So it's going to be good. It has, yeah.
Katie London shout when? It's already done. It's already done.
It's done.
It's done. It's done. It's on social media. Go check it out.
I've lost my annual.
So we are 8 minutes away from the Williams car launch. So we will wait for that. Let's have a look and see.
I've lost my annual, Matt. I'm a bit worried.
What?
I've put it somewhere and I can't find it.
To be fair, I think I gave away all of mine. So.
What?
Yeah. Not that I didn't love it.
It's not prized possession in your house.
No, I think I've got. I don't know. I don't think I've actually got one. I think I gave them away because I thought that it would go to a better home. You know.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Matt, you'll have to twerk when the YouTube channel hits 1 million. I'm sorry, average JoJo fan. That is not happening. 10 million, maybe. Matt and Katie should do a London shout if WTF1 reach 1 million subscribers. If? What do you mean, if? What? We've come all this way, and then you're going to go, no, we're going to go downhill from here. That is negativity. It should be when. Katie or Matt, do you like bacon? I like
I
bacon.
do like bacon.
You can tell we are waiting for this car launch because I'm seeing a lot of strange questions. Next in, how did you get the idea to create WTF1? Well, Tommy isn't here, but Tommy made it in his university bedroom over 10 years ago. I'd say maybe like 11 years ago. He created this beautiful thing because he thought that no one did the fun side of motorsport and Formula One. So decided to make memes, and look at us now, flying. He's managed to bring in both myself, Katie, and a few others. Although people think that Tommy pay our wages, which is a bit funny, isn't it? Really, Katie? Or that he's our boss and just whips us around. That's not. We're a unit. We're a dream team, and Tommy is only
Squad
horrible
goals.
3 days a week. So there you go. I'm only joking. Tommy's lovely.
I'll 100% be watching this as well.
Oh yeah, I love Tommy. I love Tommy more than anything. I even wished him a happy Valentine's Day yesterday.
You did on the stream yesterday.
I did
saw that.
live on the stream.
Very cute.
Declared my love. What does your timer say so we can link it to? All right. What do you mean? I mean, it starts in 6 minutes. Under 6 minutes. That's all I've got for you. What else we got? Tommy the WTF1 God. Where did Alistair go? He left the company a long time ago, Freddie. There's a lot of messages coming in now. You can tell a lot of people are waiting. Just subscribed, says Maxwell. Thank you, Maxwell.
Thank you.
Smalley. We only need another 40-odd thousand. So if all of you could subscribe 8 times, that'd be great. Then we get to 40,000. So if you could all make separate accounts. No, don't do that. That's not legit. Which is your favourite car livery of all time? Asks Abhishek Mathur. All time is. I mean, my favourite car is the F2004, Ferrari 2004, because Schumi won everything in it, and it's just an iconic car. But of more recent times, Aston Martin 2022 car. To be honest with you, what I'm gonna say is, it grew on me to the stage of where I'm literally in love with it. 5 minutes to go until the WTF1 launch, the Williams car launch. We haven't got a car yet. What about your livery, Katie?
I was just thinking that actually. I don't know if it's my favourite of all time, but I don't think I appreciated the pink Racing Point until it was gone. You know, I do miss that livery because it was so bright and vibrant. But I don't know. I really do like the Red Bull one that we've got at the moment because I think it is a modern classic. But I'm just trying to think if there are any from when I was younger that I was like properly obsessed over. But I don't think there was.
No.
I'll have a think about it.
I'm not a livery kind of person. It's more the car shape, the design. That's kind of more where I'm at. But lots of questions coming in. Sub to WTF1 for 1 mil subs. Thank you, Infinite. I appreciate you doing the marketing for us. WTF1 racing team coming soon. If we can find a small loan of $1 billion, we will enter a team into Formula One. Matt, will you go to Silverstone again? Because last year I got a picture with you. Well, Jack, firstly, great to have met you last year. And of course, we are going to WTF1 Clubhouse at Silverstone, where you can camp with us, WTF1.com/clubhouse. And you can find out all the information about how you can come camp with us. You can party with us, drink with us, as long as you're over 18. And, just chill with us throughout the entirety of the British Grand Prix weekend. We're hoping it to be absolutely enormous this year, 3 or 4 times as big as what we did last year. So big high hopes for that. We've got racing simulators. We've got the works. We've got, obviously, food. I can go on. But if you go check that out, WTF1.com.
Everything.
Exactly, yeah. We did a pub quiz, didn't we, where I was the quiz master, which I thoroughly enjoyed.
Yeah.
Hopefully got a career in that if this all goes downhill. And but no, it was a brilliant time, and hopefully you guys can come join us if you would like. 2 minutes to go until 2 minutes and 54 according to the stream I'm looking at, until the Williams car launch is going. Emma J says, already got my ticket. I hope that's ticket to the WTF1 Clubhouse, because if it is, Emma, we'll see you there and we will have a great time. What else we got? Who is going to be the first person to crash in the new season? That's a good question. Who do you think? Casey, who's going to crash? Who's the first person to bin it?
I'm going to be really controversial and say Mick Schumacher.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to say Alex
Or Guan
Albon.
Yu Zhou, maybe. Oh, that's a great way. We've had the Williams launch. Me like, I think Alex Albon's going to crush us.
No hate.
It
Love
could
Alex
be.
Albon, but he hasn't been in the sport for a little while, and he might feel the pressure. Who knows? But it's just a guess at the end of the day. Just a bit of a game. Have you seen the new Alfa Romeo? Yes, it's in a camo livery, isn't it? They're trying to be Red Bull doing those things, which is interesting. There's a lot of Mazepin submissions for the first crash. No surprise there. Oh wow, there's loads of people spamming with answers now, and a lot of them start with M.
Well, Snowder.
Yeah, Snowder's a good shout. Bottas says Luca. Chris says Leclerc. Absolutely not.
Oh, that's true. Hey, he's had his fair share last
you
year.
dare! Don't you dare! But yes, it's a high likelihood. But don't you dare! What else we got? We got 1 minute actually till the launch begins. Please do subscribe if you're new. I know there are more people flurrying in. Lots of Formula One content coming. Lots of bants. We are by fans, for fans. Heavily biased. Hashtag British bias. Even though I'm a Charles Leclerc fan. Go figure. Or a Max Verstappen fan as Tommy, or a Nico Rosberg fan as you, Katie. Maldonado, there's a submission there. That is interesting. Exactly 1 minute for me until we go live. What's your number saying, Katie, so that we know we're synced up?
That is a good point. My number is saying 47 seconds.
Oh, you better
45 seconds.
Oh, you better
44.
pause.
Am I behind?
You better pause for
Okay,
4 seconds. I'm on 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38. 37, 36,
we're synced up
35,
beautifully.
34. Okay, we're good. I'll just count the whole way. 32, 31.
Yeah. I mean, it's building suspense. It kind of works.
Huge suspense. Huge suspense. You're a Matt fan, says Max. Oh, thank you. I'm glad to know there's some people out there. This is good content, says Patrick. Well, look, would you expect anything else from a WTF1 live stream? Absolutely not. To be fair, we've not had any technical issues for quite a few of the live streams, which I'm very proud of myself about.
Why have you said that?
I have not minimized Zoom once, and
I'm proud of you.
That's the dream. That is the absolute dream. Who will be the first sub of the year? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there'll be any substitutions. All right. Oh God, we're live. Hello, Nicholas Latifi.
Oh, okay, yes. Oh, he's walking in a car park.
We embrace our strengths. I love how they're sponsored by Umbro, because to me, Umbro is like the most OG shoe.
Yeah, that's old school.
Alex Albon doing some stretches. Today, we keep our minds open to new possibilities.
I mean, this is a great intro and all, but is it really relevant to the car?
Yeah. Are they doing the Olympics? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Are they doing the Summer Olympics? We are Williams. Okay. Vibes. Oh.
Right. Okay. Oh, we've got fancy little studio. And look, those, I don't know if it means anything, but those neon lights in the back are red. Could be a hint of something. We've seen a flash of red on the race suits.
Well, sorry.
Imagine if they just revealed a whole red car.
Okay, pause. George Lamb. Firstly, I've never seen this man before in my life. Secondly,
You've never seen him?
No, not really. Actually, no, he rings a bell, but I love how he's like, as a Formula One fan, I'm really excited. And it just didn't, there's just no excitement. Where's the excitement, George Lamb? Come on! Yeah, people are saying can't see. You clearly not got the gist of what we're doing. What we're doing here. So they're doing some chats now. No, why are people so confused that you can't see? We've done one where we had Red Bull permission, but I can't. You need to go to the Williams YouTube channel. I know it's if this is your first car launch stream, welcome. I'm sorry, but we can't show the footage because it's Williams's content. So a lot of people complaining that you can't see. That's the whole point of this is that you watch along with us and also watch the Williams stream. That's the plan. So it's a watch along. So
yeah,
I'm sorry if
once the car is revealed, we'll change our image on the side here to what the car looks like, and we'll talk through it. Yeah, we can't actually show the video content itself. Yeah,
the minute it's released, we will change, as Katie says, the overlay. Then we'll discuss the new livery and we'll chat about it there. But yeah, if you don't have two screens, I'm sorry, Max. But unfortunately,
on your
Formula One
phone or
teams don't
something,
give us. Yeah, you can do it on your phone or whatever, but or on your TV. But why are you looking at this then, Johan? It's called a watch-along, my friend. I hate to break it to you, but Formula One is very difficult to get any sort of rights footage. So please return if you do go and watch it, because we will be discussing the livery once they've finished all the spiel. And yeah, all good.
What do you think to Jos Capito and him being brought into Williams? Do you think he's done a good job since the Williams family obviously departed?
That's a question that, I mean, hard to say, really, at this point. I think that he can certainly take the team forward in a new regulation era, but Williams were very much stuck towards the back of the grid, weren't they? So there's only so long that Williams can stay at the back. And
yeah, exactly.
With this lineup, I don't feel like they will exactly. I think there's a high likelihood that Williams would be the slowest car this year, in my opinion. Just purely because.
I hope not. Just
purely because their lineup is very young. Latifi isn't exactly a groundbreaker in terms of his performances in general. It's a very young lineup, isn't it? And they're going to have to find their feet a lot, and you want experience, especially in this new regulation era. All about the feedback and whatnot. So, for me, I'm not particularly hopeful.
No, they have got the partnership with Mercedes that I think starts this year, more of a technical partnership. So that might help things.
Well, Haas have a technical partnership with Ferrari. Look where they were.
This is also true. Yeah.
What do you think, Katie? Who's going to be the slowest car this year?
I'm still leaning towards Haas, to be honest with you. And I think Alfa Romeo might also take a step back, even more than they did last year.
You think Haas will take a step back? Wow.
Haas will take a step back. And
to F3?
Yeah. Don't know. We'll see. But it's just a very basic car. And two very young and inexperienced drivers.
Yeah.
They should never have let Kevin Magnussen or Roman Grosjean go, in my opinion. But they did, so that's their loss.
Albon's going to make me eat my words, says AJ. I hope so. I would love to see Albon especially do well after what an awful season obviously he had at Red Bull, then getting dropped entirely. Not in terms of, obviously his performances weren't great, but I just mean in terms of like generally having to endure the criticism. And, I was very critical as well because it wasn't good enough, and unfortunately Red Bull dropped him. But, he's got a fresh start now. He starts at Williams. I just don't think the car and this driver combination really will be a force to be reckoned with this year. But who knows? I'm willing to be proven wrong. And Alex was, is very much hyped within the driver sort of, the up and down the paddock. Like George Russell, etc., says that he's a brilliant driver and things like that. How much of that is friendship? I don't know, but I hope he does well. I hope he does well this year and just settles himself back into Formula One because he deserves to be there. He's not a terrible driver. He just wasn't ready for the call up, just like Gasly wasn't.
Yeah, we'll see. I like how there are goat emojis spamming the chat on the Williams launch at the moment. It's very
Latifi.
Yeah.
It's mad. Like Williams have only got 56,000 people watching. I think a lot of that is because of the fact that things have been released, haven't they? Or spoken about on social media. Fresh. All right, this is mad awkward. What's going?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Blue.
Straight up.
Right.
Here we go. This is pre-recorded, isn't it? It has to be.
For sure. Yeah. Right, let's have a look.
Okay.
Oh, they've got some of the old yellow inspired. I wonder if we're going to get blue and yellow on the car.
I wonder too.
Mind you, I'm seeing lots of different blueprints for different cars, so we'll see.
Ooh, hype. Williams history.
Mm.
What are we thinking? Come on. Be good. It's got to look
This is
good.
cool launch though, right?
It is a very cool launch.
I like this.
Lots of illustrations.
Yeah.
Ooh. Walking down a tunnel.
This is excellent in terms of building suspense for it.
Oh.
Oh, bit of red, yeah.
Bit of red, a lot more blue. Like darker. Much darker.
Mm. Oh, I do like the light blue and red trim.
Ooh. Ooh.
This is nice. I'm liking this.
Duracell. A new beginning. Boom.
I like that launch a lot. That was really good.
Yeah, the actual launch was solid. The
That
car
little VT was
we
brilliant.
now have. Here it is then. The Williams 2022 car is on your screens right now.
I'm going to be honest. It looks very similar to the show car, which I really hope we're not going to get another just a livery on a show
doesn't
car.
it?
But I think that's what we've got here. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's very true, especially with like the rear wing looks very similar. But then this isn't the show.
I mean, Williams.
It's weird because like they've got the car there. You wouldn't think they'd just have a show car, but maybe they're like, we'll just copy the show car.
I mean, Red Bull did it. It could be that maybe the car isn't ready.
Perhaps.
We've seen it happen before where they haven't even shown up to testing because the car isn't ready. Not trying to start rumors here or anything, but that looks very.
Katie
very
Fairman releases car not ready. Do I like it? Do I like it?
It's quite simple, isn't it?
It's very
There's quite
simple.
a lot of big spaces available.
That's what I'm leaning towards. Is that I'm not blown away.
I like the red, but I was really hoping for some like gold or something in there, especially with like the Duracell branding, like gold or copper or something like that. I think with the blue could have really looked good. But yeah, it's people in the chat saying it's a bit boring. I love actually Alex H says boring, and then the ones underneath says best livery so far. So there seems to be a big split. Yes, people also comparing it to Toro Rosso. I thought that when I saw it.
Yeah, it's a very good shout. To be fair,
that's very true.
I think the Toro Rosso even had a bit more about it than this particular car. To be honest with you, it does feel very blocky in terms of the color. Yeah, as people are saying, there's no DRS as well, which is a very good point. So it definitely is a show car in that case.
Yeah.
So that would highlight maybe a slight concern for Williams, but
unless they've just got a really clever piece of engineering that means they're going to be the best of everyone and they don't want to show it off, which is a very positive way of thinking about it. But it could just be it's not ready.
I've decided this livery is not great. I've decided. I've made
it's
my
better
mind.
than last year.
I've soaked it up. I mean, last year at least, and last year was a complete abomination of colours and how they created it. But at least you'd kind of notice it. I feel like this could go past and you'd just be like, nah, that's the Williams. You know, I don't not particularly blown away by it, but maybe they've just gone for a clean look. That's fine. You do you. The problem is, and I've said this in several car launch streams, you can't launch an Aston Martin so early in this car launch season and expect anyone else to look even remotely as good, because unfortunately not. But it is definitely slicker than last year, 100%. But you know, it's just an average livery. Really, it's neither incredible or terrible. It's safe.
It's very safe. Yeah, I think that's a great word to describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of empty space, but I mean, we've seen that with Williams and their sponsors last year. You know, we had so much empty space on that car, and although as time has gone on, and obviously they scored some points last year, which is going to be a big attraction for sponsors like Duracell. We've seen has been recently added as recently as yesterday. yeah, there's still a lot of space on that car.
Yeah, a lot of space. Yeah, it's disappointing that they've just whipped out a show car, but that's just it, really, isn't it?
Just car launch things.
Just car launch things. Some teams just don't want to show what they've got. Some, I guarantee, maybe Williams included, aren't ready, as you suggest, Katie. Like, genuinely aren't ready to show a car, or maybe just don't want to spend resource in creating this sort of pre-built car, because obviously they don't show their up to right now how much they've innovated. So then it's almost an effort to create one that's slightly less advanced.
Ooh. One thing I will say is I don't know if we can get the images from their Twitter, but it seems like there is a W logo on the back, which I feel like hasn't really been picked up in broadcast much, where they've got the alternating colours, which is quite cool. It's almost like a cross pattern.
Interesting.
I mean, it looks in this light where they've put the pictures on social. They might even show it on the end here on this bit, but it certainly looks a bit more colourful and not as dull in the pictures they've put on social media.
I think this might have an Aston Martin kind of problem, where when it's in the right light, it looks good. But I think the picture that we're showing on the watch-along now looks relatively dull, like in terms of the colours.
It does, yeah.
And I think that will probably reflect again in real life. But look, we'll see. Because in this render, the blues look a lot more striking.
Yes.
But I'm just not sure that will be the same when we actually get to it being on track. But look, we'll see. Thank you, Williams, for at least putting some serious effort into it. And
yeah,
I liked the intro and how they hyped it. And that is the season launch done and dusted. So, Casey, what would you rate this livery out of 10? And chat as well. Let us know. What would you rate this out of 10?
Yeah. From seeing the new images that Williams have uploaded, I think a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, so that's
not the worst, not the best.
So how do you rate a 5? Because people's ratings, like, is 5 just plain average? Is that what you're kind of saying?
It's difficult because I think this, in terms of the actual design, is much more visually appealing than, say, the McLaren, but it's quite safe. So it's not like, wow, this is amazing, like the Aston Martin was. Yeah, I don't know. I think I was just maybe expecting bigger and better things from the Williams. I really am missing the gold, or like maybe a white or something, to just try and change up a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, I think some more white accents would have been nice to just make it pop a bit more. Some white lines would have been pretty awesome. But look, that is the Williams car launch. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. We're not seeing a lot of 10s. We're seeing some 7s, some 6s. I think I'll just do a poll. We'll get an idea. Do you like the Williams livery? Yes or no? Actually, could we do what would you rate it? And then we'll do what do you rate the Williams livery? And then we'll do 10 or 9, 8 or 7.
Well, depending on how Alpine get on, because obviously now we know that there's BWT and Alpine will be collaborating together, which likely means pink on the Alpine. This could be the most blue car we get this year.
Yeah. So I put a poll up.
Which, I don't know if it's a good thing.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe it will pop then if they're the only one that's blue. So I've put up a thing that says 10 or 9 in terms of out of 10. So what do you rate the Williams livery? Is it 10 or 9 out of 10? Is it an 8 or 7? Is it a 6 or a 5? Or is it less than 5 out of 10? I'm interested to see what you guys think for that poll, and then we'll get the results. And it looks as though it's kind of eking towards the 5 or 6 out of 10 region, which I think is relatively fair. I don't think you can really think it's, well, some people think it's a 9 or 10 out of 10. 9% of you do, but it's just not enough going on for me in the right ways to give it like that. Because it kind of just looks like you'd almost edit that in livery designer or something, like a custom livery that you get pre-made in a game. That's kind of that's the vibes I'm getting from it.
That's literally like the same vibe we got from last year's
Yeah.
car as well.
Yeah, that's very true actually. Yeah, this is more of a safer one. The other one was just, hey, we want to make people's eyes bleed. Tommy's eyes bleed in particular. But
yeah, I think he called last year's Williams the worst livery he's ever seen in Formula One.
I know.
Which is quite a bold statement to make.
Huge. Tommy loves a headline, and that was a headline statement from Tommy. So we've had 3,653 votes. 9% of you have said 9 or 10. 35% have said 8 or 7. 41% have said 6 or 5. And then 14% have said a less than a 5 out of 10. So very much in the, yeah, all right, but nothing special kind of vibes, I'd say, Katie. Is there any other thoughts that you've got on the car?
No, not really. Apart from, is it worth pulling up maybe some of the ones that we've seen on Twitter? Because I feel like that does it a bit more justice.
I would, but no one sent me
it
because I'd need it to sit in the template. Unless Tommy has sent it to me.
He's emailed them over.
Oh, has he? Yes, he has. He emailed it to me 0 minutes ago. So there you go. Thank you, Tommy.
0 minutes ago.
Let's pop up those. Right, there's one there. That's a side-on. That looks much nicer, but that is Render City. Yeah. That is rendermeup.com. Like that is proper. That's not what it's going to look like in real life, surely, because that's not what we just saw from the other angle. So if it looks like that, that's a solid 8 out of 10. But
yeah,
somehow I feel like the way in which they've done that doesn't look real. And it's still obviously very much show car. So we've got that one, and we've also got this one.
Yeah, on that side view, it looks a million times better.
That kind of slightly above. I like that. Yeah, see that looks cool. Very cool, in fact. But I don't know if that's actually going to be the case, because I'm believing the first picture that we've been showing a lot of the time, personally. But what do you think, Katie? What are we going to see?
Lots of people in the chat saying that lighting will definitely matter, which is very true. If it does look in real life like the angle that we've got on screen at the moment, it's giving off Alpine vibes in that kind of blue that's almost like shiny matte. Does that make sense? Like it's not a gloss, but it's a reflective matte, which looks really nice. And I do really like how they have incorporated the W into it, and sticking with that Williams heritage. But yeah, I just wish maybe they'd used more of the red, because at the moment it's just like a few trimmings here and there, and it looks nice, and we've seen it on the race suits and stuff. But maybe switch that red for like a gold or a white or something, because I don't really understand where the red has come from. Like, to me, I could be wrong here, but there's not, like, Duracell, for example, is obviously quite a big sponsor that they've added in, but that's not got really red.
Yeah, I wonder whether there must be a reason for the red, because blue and red isn't usually a go-to color combination. But what I find baffling is the fact that they look like two different cars. Like, genuinely, the first one we're showing looks a lot darker, a lot more just plain.
Yeah.
And then you go into the render, it looks like a completely different car. Like, it's almost like they've done, this is 2023 and they've accidentally leaked it.
This is true.
Yeah, as I'll say, like, if it's this render one, the side-on looks absolutely fit. That looks very, very good. I'm almost inclined to give that an 8.59 sort of area, because I like the way the blues alternate. But you then go to the first one, and it's a solid 5, because the way the light reflects on that, you'd suggest that maybe that's the way it's going to actually be reflected when we see it in real life. So I don't know. It's a weird one. But Katie, final thoughts.
Well,
you've had two final thoughts today.
Saying.
What are the chat saying?
This can be my final thought. The chat is saying that the red is for the representative of being British, which I'm like, okay,
yeah, but
that's nice.
Where's the white then?
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess go off and be proud to be British. But
go off, hun.
Yeah, with your I think Alex Albon will be racing under the Thai flag this year, and obviously Latifi's Canadian. So maybe they're just celebrating the team being British. I don't know. But it seems a bit of an odd one.
Yeah, if they are, then obviously they're looking backwards and looking into their heritage, which I suppose they have to if they're at the back of the grid. But I don't know. It's is an interesting one. I don't mean to be savage, but they are at the moment. So let's see what happens in 2022. There you go then, Katie. Thank you so much for your time. And thank you to everybody for watching along once again. Such bad reviewers, says VSS. Thank you. We are livery designers at heart.
Thanks for your feedback.
Thanks for your feedback. Katie will certainly put that in her bin. So, yeah, if you want to see the other watch-alongs, then please do subscribe to the channel. We are very close to 1 million subscribers. We love having you along. Please do leave a like as well, because it's much appreciated and it shows that you enjoy our little watch-alongs. My final thoughts, as I say, if it's the render, very nice. If it's the one that I'm showing on screen now, meh, average. So there you go. Me and Tommy will be actually doing a livery sort of roundup video at the end of the car launch season to basically rate them all and kind of go through them all, because Tommy loves his liveries. So look forward to that, but that won't be for a few weeks. And that is pretty much it. Thank you so much, Katie. Thank you, everybody. And we will see you very soon for another video. Please subscribe. Love you lots. Bye.